So hey everyone, I was wrong about Solana really, and I thought Solana is gonna be the biggest loser in that sense, but it was actually one of the biggest gainers. And if you want more content like this, smash that like button and I'll keep you guys updated. I definitely thought after the FTX it was over for Solana, it was over for DeFi, but it seems like with video games coming back, more people playing video games every single day, all day. I think this is what really keeps people excited. And Solana is definitely making a comeback. And that's the good news. We've been waiting this for quite a while actually, and Solana's massive price prediction isn't that far off. Like right now, I thought we are getting a Ethereum spot ETF just after Bitcoin, but it seems like most big companies are focusing on Bitcoin first because it has the most trading volume in that sense. So that's a interesting factor for me if you ask me. There's definitely a lot of opportunity, a lot of potentials in basically the crypto journey we're having right now. So what I'm really excited is seeing crypto grow in a sense in the next few days on a regular basis. So we have been waiting this for quite a while actually. We wanted to see some huge updates. We wanted to see some awesome news, right? And this is exactly what's happening right now with this crypto space. Like there is going to be more and more of people coming in, having a good time, having the massive opportunity to see Solana growth. And I think this is what's keeping a lot of holders back, because a lot of the smaller holders, they don't have a lot of money and they don't want to spend a lot on gas fees. And that's exactly what I'm seeing. Like most people, they are focused on just other things right now in the crypto sense. Like they are going to be focusing on more opportunities like Solana, more smaller cap coins that won't cost a lot of gas fees. Let's take a look at ADA. The reason why ADA grew so much is because it had low gas fees, and that's exactly what Solana has. But without me talking ahead, press that like button. Solana to $2,000 to Solana 2024 price prediction.
3 days ago. Like,
look at this, 3 billion trading volume. That's a lot for crypto.
This is just normal price action. When you see massive runs up like this, it's normal to see a bit of a dip. Even here, right? We went from...
obviously, the whales will sell when the prices go up. The question is, how much will they sell?
$54 up to $75, and then we went back down to $65. That is completely normal. Now, I do think we are at a very key area for Solana. This is the Solana dominance chart. Something that a lot of people probably don't look at, but it's right around 3%. Now, it does matter how you take into account like the entire crypto market cap, whether you include stablecoins or not. But basically what we're seeing here is we broke out above the prior cycle high of about 2.9%. And we broke up to 3.3% or so. Now we're retesting this. So we are at a very...
So it seems like a lot of whales are coming back to Solana, especially after the FTX collapse being over. Of course, there's going to be some correction over here, so that's a very important factor. Tyler Hill made a very good news on this one. So he made the same video as him. So this is the title, the same as that guy, and that's what I find really exciting. So I'm reacting to a person that's reacting to content, which is really cool. I definitely think there's going to be, Tyler Hill has been a long time into crypto. There is opportunity to see some major price hikes.
We have been talking about this shit for months and months and months. I don't mean to rub it in people's faces, but
yeah, people have been expecting Solana price rise to grow after FTX bankruptcy case is over. But nobody really expected this much of a price hike in that sense, and that's what's really crazy.
Understand this. When Solana was at $30, $20, $15, we were saying, look, Solana is so much better now than it was back in 2021. Back in 2021, it was kind of shit, right? We saw these stoppages and slowdowns and hacks.
Yeah, I think, Solana had a lot of problems before. Now it's really seeing those massive, massive updates.
And obviously, the manipulation, it was ridiculous, right? But now we've seen a lot of that cleared up. We've seen the token supply being distributed a little bit more fairly, right? All of these things have allowed Solana to get into this position. And I believe the cryptos that work the hardest in situations like they were in the bear market and the bad times, are the ones that flourish the most during the bull markets.
Now, I want to show you that clip because it shows how bullish Solana can actually be. Typically in bull runs, if a crypto is still popular, still around, still getting flows of money, it does surpass the previous all-time high. Now, FTX did have a big part in Solana, but
I think the biggest problem with Solana was it got hit hard by the bear market, and it was very correlated with all these. So if one exchange went down, if one hack went down, people started selling Solana coins. So let's say like something on Solana chain got rug pulled or crashed, and it was big in that sense. A lot of the whales got worried. Well, that's one project less that's not going to work out. So they decide to focus on other factors in that sense. So that's a bit worrying. But right now, what we're seeing is crypto basically seeing some potential price gains. My bad. There is opportunities for sure. There are massive changes. There are people coming back, and that's where I really think, okay, this is just the beginning for a crypto space. We are going to be seeing lots more like that. And I do hope people start to realize that Solana is going to be one of those biggest gainers if it doesn't have any massive problems like that in 2021. So 2021, there was like a lot of issues, but we are seeing right now that Solana just isn't having those sorts of problems. It just isn't having any bad things right now. It's having good news, like FTX being recovered. That's a big price strategy. That's a big price plan. This is what people have been waiting for. And, you know, more and more good news on top of good news is just perfect news for everyone.
keep in mind, we are getting closer and closer to Solana's all-time high. We're about 40% that in US dollar terms. Now,
So yeah, 40% from all-time high is actually pretty good.
we're actually surpassing it in other currencies, which is something that a lot of people don't look at. But since we live in a global...
When we compare like Ethereum to Solana, I think Solana actually wins by a far margin. And I'm like bullish on Ethereum, but Ethereum really hasn't been seeing that price growth because you have to put a lot more money in to get the same results out. So if you want to see all-time high for Ethereum, there needs to be retail investors. And that's why we need a spot ETF for Ethereum. That's what I'm really waiting for. And when you look at Solana, that's one of the biggest gainers in that sense, like at that time.
World. We live in a time where we have to be looking at Solana in all different parts of the world. A lot of people talk about this with Bitcoin, but they don't really look at other altcoins. We are at all-time highs for Solana in terms of price. If you look in certain currencies, Solana to the Turkish lira, it's at an all-time high.
All right, so this is true. Like if you bought Solana instead of Turkish lira, the issue with Turkish lira though is has a massive deflation. So, but this is a very fair point. It's just like one currency. So it's understandable that like people will decide to hold it in that sense. Like it makes a fair sense really. And this is the big problem I'm seeing right now with a lot of these crypto price predictions, crypto updates, is the issue is right now we still aren't too sure where crypto is going to be going in the next few days. And that's probably the bad thing about it. There is definitely good news in a sense for it. But I'm just really wondering, how will crypto improve in the long term? So there are a lot of opportunities in that sense. Like what could crypto do that other cryptos cannot do? So what could Solana do that other cryptos cannot do? Because Turkish lira is seriously has huge inflation in a sense.
I did do a video talking about whether it's time to put money in Solana from Ethereum, whether it's time to pull money out of Ethereum and put it into Solana. Now, in that video, I basically said, hey, even though Solana's done really well, this happens a lot in cryptocurrency, where one cryptocurrency moves a lot, and then it cools down, another cryptocurrency moves.
Yeah, so this is basically a cycle. Solana might not be the biggest gainer in the next few days, but it's definitely a biggest gainer now, and I think that's what's the important value.
And I talked about how that was a good way of losing a lot of money in crypto, is just to go from cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency during a bull market and continue trying to buy whatever's moved up the most. And at this point, I think I was right. I mean, that you still might be up if you had done Ethereum into Solana at that point, but if you had done it yesterday, you'd be down about 15%.
So yeah, don't try to time the market, because if you try to change it now, sure, it might grow. But yesterday, if you put it yesterday, it actually went down way ahead. And I think that's the big problem. People try to get in to these projects way, way too late. That's the big problematic factor. People don't realize how long it actually takes. That's something I noticed, at least, like something that a lot of people don't end up realizing, in a sense, is how like the markets can always change. And this year it might be Solana. Next year it might be Ripple. It might be completely new token. You know, cryptos go up, cryptos go down, and that's why so many whales are diversified. But if you guys want more content like this, smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news.